this is Mackenzie. Hey, this is Owen. Don't forget to like our show and subscribe.
If you want to continue the conversation from the show, check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/wearetheADHDfamily. So an ADHD tip I'd like to share with you for Christmas for next year is something that I did this year. This year I decided to wrap the presents 3 weeks early. The only reason this worked was because we had gotten presents like a month and a half, 2 months ago. And so it was really just finding the right time when no one was around and I could just wrap, which worked out brilliantly. It's probably the first time we weren't up at like 11:30 or 1 in the morning wrapping, my wife and I. However, I did forget one thing. I didn't have any tags to write our names on the presents this time, so I just turned the package over to what the back was, and I took a Sharpie and I wrote our initials. Or at least I thought I did that for most of them, and apparently I didn't do it for quite a few of them. So we're trying to figure out with all these labels what package goes with what label goes where, and thankfully we managed to pull off every single one. But there's always something, I guess. Anyways, if you decide to wrap everything that early, which more power to you if you do, get everything you need right then and there. Make sure you got your wrapping paper, scissors, tape, and labels. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm going to remember to do this later, because face it, we're not going to remember to do this later. Welcome to a special Christmas-ish episode of We Are the ADHD Family. You know me now. I am your host, Mark Smeets, and Merry Christmas wherever you are. Happy New Year if you're listening to this in the new year of 2025. I hope it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be, but, I gotta be optimistic. In the previous episode, which is something I don't do very often, is I was talking about my son and all of a sudden him picking up the book and reading. And it's something I'd never really heard before. It was Christmas Eve, I think, for us, and my wife had gotten the kids some books for Christmas, and one of the books was Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Lost Christmas. I had no idea he had written other books about this. So our plan was to read this book Christmas Eve, and somehow, because I came into the room late, Owen just started reading the book. And I thought it was just perfect because my wife hadn't heard this before, and it was a pretty cool moment. So I just grabbed my phone and started to record, and that was it. So apologies for the audio quality there. That's literally off the phone, boosted in my program. And there's a lot of really, really funny things in this, and I thought it was too good not to share. I do greatly appreciate the way that he emphasizes certain things, because he got totally into it. And things like when he comes up to a section that has a ... which is called the ellipsis, he'd say ... and we're like, you don't need to say that. Or if there was an exclamation mark, he'd be like, and then this happened, ! And we'd be like, okay, we just lost it. So there's a lot of that throughout. And you know what? I wanted to post this because of all the things that we've gone through as a family, and how long a lot of this has taken. I guess that's the wrong phrase, really. It's not so much how long this has taken, but our hopes. Like, this was one of the victories, and this is okay to share the victories. It really is. You don't have to share the hard times all the time. Share the good stuff and embrace the good stuff. So this is my way of sharing that with people who listen to the show. And you don't need to know what it was like before this. You don't need to hear that person struggling or Owen struggling or anything like that with having to read. It isn't about that. it's this moment. It's just understanding coming from not this to where it was now. And even seeing where he did, where he read that Roman and Greek mythology book till now for me, even though it's only been like 2 weeks, the emotions and things that he put into it just blew me away. So enjoy it. Merry Christmas, wherever you are, and I hope you're well and safe. And if you're wondering if I have the blanket over top of my head, if you listened to the last episode, you would know what I was talking about. Yes, I am in my little studio-ish kind of thing with the blanket over my head, and just laugh. It sounds good. I think this sounds really good in here. Anyways, the audio's not all bouncing around, so yeah.
I wanted to make all of Whoville a tree with ornaments, each who's made for me. But there is one ornament missing, you see. The Who town of Whoville was there on each limb.
Yes.
Except for the Grinch. So she called out to him. Now, please, Mr. Grinch, I save you a spot. You,
someone who's like an awful lot.
The tree, it's for you, Whoville. You part it's
too.
part of it too.
I hope you can hear me.
I hope you can hear me. Wait. Dot.
Says.
Random word thing. Says Cindy Lou.
Now you're writing sound effects.
I like that you're getting so into it.
God. Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou's voice stopped the Grinch in his tracks.
He looked down at the Whoville.
Then looked down at Max.
Do you feel like
I feel it.
You're making eye contact.
Nope.
I beat the making eye contact.
Okay.
Kenzie, the story's
I
almost
thought the
finished.
Grinch a puzzled winner. The tree would prove to the Who's what today mean to me.
And show them.
And show them what I actually feel like I celebrate. Wait, I actually live?
No. And show them for certain I truly belong. But perhaps I was wrong and belonged all along. And maybe, just maybe, we all win instead by being together at Christmas, he said.
I'm impressed you can read upside down, honey.
Glasses.
And there on Mount Crumpet,
If you had been near it,
you would have been able to see it and hear it. The moment his heart grew a few sizes more, to more than his heart had grown ever before. And what happened
oh wait.
I
then?
thought he was reading.
I know, I want to hear what happens.
And what happened then? Question dot question mark.
I'm reading because well,
dot.
don't have to read the dot. Whoville. They say that
the Grinch and his dog
whizzed
back down on
the sleigh.
Dot.
the Grinch places.
You don't say the ... part.
And then the Grinch places.
And then the Grinch placed his ornament
on the small tree.
on the small tree, but even though he was small, he was bigger.
Then he lifted it high so the whole town could see the Who's all parade. And they jumped.
The
The
Who's all
parade.
and they jumped to their feet as the Grinch ran and said, "Now our tree is complete!" Exclamation mark.
I like how you add all the punctuations.
That random thing that keep on making it slower. ...
It's called ellipsis.
Okay. Then the mayor declared, "We have one thing to do. To make it official to Cindy Lou Who, exclamation mark, would you do the honors?" Exclamation
You don't have to say the question mark. You just gotta phrase it like a question.
He pointed and said, period. And the Grinch. Dot.
You did.
Okay.
Oh wait, one more. ... Himself. ...
He himself.
Oh, he himself. ... Place the crown on her
Head.
Good.
Period.
Good.
And
The end.
has sold more than 10 million copies and has been
Translated.
into 27 languages, published
66
66
years after.
years after the original How
the Grinch
Last Christmas
expands
expand the world of the Grinch with rhyming text and colorful
illustrations.
that
Honor
the iconic style of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, good reading.
Thank you for listening to our show.
If you're hearing this message, you've reached the end of the episode, and for that, I want to say thank you. I hope you have enjoyed what you've heard and are walking away with newfound knowledge.
We are the ADHD family.
See you soon for a new episode.